Is Bitcoin over? Bitcoin prices tumble 25%. Welcome to Shakaama Finance. Bitcoin has tumbled, losing a quarter of its value this week as investors turn against the cryptocurrency. The value of Bitcoin has soared, peaking at the US 18,645.5 on Monday, but is now standing at 13,992.5, a fall of 25%. The acting Reserve Bank Governor Grant Spencer this month said Bitcoin appeared to be a classic bubble. Spencer told TWNZ Q&A that Bitcoin lacked the stability required of useful currency and was a speculative instrument like gold. Quote, "It looks remarkable, like a bubble forming to me," Spencer said. "Over the centuries, we've seen bubbles, and this appears to be a bit of a classic case. With a bubble, you never know how far it's going to go before it comes down." Financial Markets Authority Director of Capital Market Garth Stanish this month said cryptocurrencies were area where investors had to exhibit considerable amount of care and understand the risk. Quote, "There is a real risk that your investment could basically be worth nothing." He said that cryptocurrency's value could change very quickly. Quote, "It could be a real roller coaster. It's really up to the moment. It could crash." The FMA wanted to encourage businesses wanting to provide cryptocurrency services such as exchanger or an initial coin offering to get in touch with them early about compliance. Quote, "Part of the mandate to promote innovation and growth in the New Zealand markets, we certainly don't have the attitude, oh my God, it's something new, we've got to completely squash it. We're keen to harvest the good in these new technologies while mitigating the risk appropriately. In order for us to do what we absolutely need, the industry to come and talk to us." As Bitcoin prices skyrocketed on private exchanges this year, largely under its own momentum, interest in Wall Street grew. The virtual currencies were trading below 1,000 US at the beginning of the year, but the growing interest in Bitcoin has raised question on whether its value had gotten too frothy. The US Securities and Exchange Commission put out a statement last week warning investors to be careful with its investment in Bitcoin and other digital currencies. Further, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission proposed regulating Bitcoin like a commodity, not unlike gold, silver, platinum, or oil. Bitcoin is the world's most popular virtual currency. Such currencies are not tied to a bank or a government or allow other users to spend money anonymously. They are basically lines of computer code that are digitally signed each time they are traded. A debate is raging in the merits of such currencies. Some say they serve merely to facilitate money laundering and illicit anonymous payments. Others say they can be helpful methods of payment, such as in a crisis situation where national currencies have collapsed. A security based in the price of Bitcoin, the digital currency that has soared in value and volatility this year, began trading in the Chicago Mercantile Exchange on Sunday. The CME Group, which owns the exchange, opened up Bitcoin futures on Sunday. The futures contract that expires on January opened at 20,650 US. The CME futures, like the ones that CME competitor and the CBOE started trading last week, do not involve actual Bitcoin. The CME futures will track an index of Bitcoin prices pulled from several private exchanges. The CBOE's future track the price of Bitcoin prices on the particular private exchange known as the Gemini. Futures are a type of contract where a buyer and seller agree on a price and on a particular item to be delivered on a certain date in the future, hence the name. Futures are available for nearly every type of security out there, but are most familiar used in commodities like oil, wheat, soy, and gold, and oranges. Did you get in on the Bitcoin mania, if we want to call it that? Thank you for watching. Please leave a like. That's how this works. Again.
got millions of reasons.